Physical phenomena and processes strongly influence our society. Many products and materials, which were first developed for science and research projects, have since entered into daily life. Some help to make our life more comfortable. Others are of critical importance for survival. Mobile phones have become part of our everyday life. Society would not function without computers. Also, taking pictures with digital CCD cameras is commonplace now. But few realize that this technique was first developed to image very faint objects, such as those in the sky that are observed by astronomers. CCD's technology means a true revolution that completely changes our way of obtaining and handling photos and videos. Technology development keeps accelerating, and we rely more on technology than ever before. This is also why the teaching of subjects like physics in Europe's schools must change. There is no way around this. Europe now needs a huge number of bright, technology-oriented young people with profound knowledge, not only in physics, but also in other natural sciences. Leadership in natural science means leadership in economy and policy. Public surveys confirm a high degree of interest in science among young people, and dedicated science teachers know how to build on this interest. Moreover, as new frontiers of research open, new opportunities arise for interesting and effective teaching means and methods. The new trends in the teaching of physics and scientific insights about this and related subjects were on the agenda when more than 400 delegates from 22 European countries met during the Physics on Stage 3 festival, organized at ESTEC in Noordwijk, the Netherlands, between November the 8th and the 15th, 2003. ESTEC belongs to the European Space Agency, ESA, which is member of the Aeroforum collaboration of Europe's leading intergovernmental research organizations. The festival was part of the European Science Week, an initiative by the European Commission. Following the preceding, highly successful events in the years 2000 and 2002, the main theme this time was physics and life. This reflects the decision to broaden the Physics on Stage activities to encompass more of the natural sciences, in particular biology, with an interdisciplinary approach. On the first day, the 7 Aeroforum organizations, CERN, EFTA, EMBL, ESO, ESA, ESRF and ILL, presented some of their most important current activities in individual seminars. For example, the Institut Laue-Langevin introduced X-ray and neutron diffraction. The European Fusion Development Agency, Fusion, Power of the Future. And the European Space Agency presented How to Monitor the Environment from Space. Europe's astronomy organization, ESO, initiated a discussion about the Atacama Large Millimeter Array project and related educational opportunities. During these seminars, much information was given to the participants, and the talks by scientists and educators were followed by lively discussions, exploiting the broad experience available in the teaching community. For example, in the field of interdisciplinary teaching that is increasingly gaining importance.
Dipole receiver or something, that I could receive radio waves from the sun, that I could say where the sun was on a cloudy day.
Welcome to Physics on Stage 3, which has developed, I would say, a culture where the value is not money, but the value is enthusiasm.
A first highlight was the opening ceremony. Speeches were given by Professor Wubo Okkels of the ESA Education Office and chairman of the Physics on Stage 3 Local Organization Committee.
ESA, the European Space Agency, is proud to host the Physics on Stage International Teaching Festival for the second time.
This was followed by Dr. Gail Winters, head of ESTEC.
The European Space Agency is very much aware of the importance of adequate educational efforts in the area of science and technology.
Then the Minister of Education, Culture and Science of the Netherlands, Mrs. van der Hoven, addressed the audience.
How can we interest more young people in science and technology studies? I wish you every success, and I hope that today you will once again be able to learn a great deal from each other during this third Physics on Stage festival.
The culmination of this event was the opening act by Prince Johan Frieso of the Netherlands, the launch of a water-powered rocket, much to the pleasure of the journalists. Afterwards, the prince and his entourage obtained first-hand information during a tour through the fair, visiting the stands of the various countries with their exhibitions and experiments. At the fair, teachers from 24 European countries demonstrated original and fascinating experiments for physics lessons in schools. A main feature of this unique event was an intense and fruitful exchange of experience, as well as presentation of innovative didactic and methodological ideas about physics teaching. There were useful discussions between scientists from the European research organizations and teachers of the various countries. The fair provided a superior location for this interaction, supported by special stands of the Aeroforum organizations, with information about their goals and projects. Fascinating and clearly highly appreciated by the visitors with a professional background, the fair was the heart of the festival. What was the main motivation for the teachers to participate in this event?
I have quite a few interesting ideas about doing various experiments, and I thought a really good thing here would be to see other people's creative ideas.
My motivation was to present our experiments and to talk with the other teachers, and so to get a lot of new information.
My main motivation was to show our ideas, to get new ideas from other teachers, to make a lot of discussions to other teachers about new approaches in teaching.
And what was the most important aspect for them?
The most important aspect of this event is, for me, it's the enrichment and the richness of all the stands and the diversity as well.
Well, the most important section is the European feeling. I think that Europe is really here because there is a great cooperation between teachers of different countries, and this is very, very good.
The workshops, another key element of the festival, also offered splendid opportunities for discussion and to learn about new ideas. The participants discussed various themes of high current interest, for instance, teacher training courses and the role of the associations. What do you need to teach better? The links between teaching and science, or physics education networks in the enlarged European Union. The workshops were asked to formulate specific recommendations, which were finally presented at a plenary session at the end of the week.
Welcome, Verona. I am F1.
The performances given by students and professional actors were spectacular and original. This one was called Beautiful Physics and Life from Germany, a clear yet humorous demonstration of acoustic waves. And here is Alice in Quantum Land, presented by a Swedish group.
Something like charge, although not at all. Do you understand?
I get the yellow shape.
I Like Physics was the title of a colourful performance by Austria.
Oh, the colors dance on the screen as if by magic.
Example of this could be to study the pH of toothpaste.
Physics is a Joy also emanated from the various presentations, where occasionally the audience had to interact spontaneously with the presenters.
All the flowers.
Indeed, an effective way to engage participants in using new teaching methods and materials.
As you can see, these two potatoes behave in a very interesting way.
The project is called Catch a Star,
It is for young people and their teachers. It has been running the whole year.
During one of the sessions, the European Southern Observatory and the European Association for Astronomy Education announced the winners of the 2003 European Student Contest Catch a Star.
The winner is, and we will see, it's a trip to Paranal, and they come from Italy, from Acqui Terme, and they will travel to Chile to Paranal.
The European Space Agency hosted the event and opened its gates for the participants to look inside the ESTEC site, providing an exciting status report on current projects as well as future developments of space technology.
And being in a weightless environment, we know that our astronauts are losing 1 to 2% of bone mass per month they are in space.
In addition to the focused professional events, there were also opportunities to relax and to make social contacts. On the second evening, there was a welcome reception in Noordwijk Space Expo. Later in the week, there was a dinner buffet with entertainment by a group from CERN. It demonstrated in a very amusing way how you can cook a fine meal by the rules of physics.
How do these gnocchi taste?
Well, they are very good indeed. The fact what I was not expecting is that they are so firm. I mean, they are not...
Final highlight and solemn closure of the rich one-week program was the farewell dinner with the presentation of the Project Development Awards. At the beginning, Professor Wubbo Ockels gave a talk about the recent solar race across Australia. The appearance of the winning crew from the Netherlands was the superb highlight of the evening, providing a fine example of the link between physics, the fundamental science and technological promise. 4 teachers were rewarded for continued development and dissemination of their excellent educational projects. The 4th prize, the physics of music, was awarded to a team from Spain. Followed by the 3rd prize, the Doctor's Bag, a project from Italy. Cat gymnastics from Austria received the 2nd prize. And the 1st prize went to the human ear from Greece. The Physics on Stage 3 festival brought together more than 400 educators from 22 countries and very successfully carried forward the educational tradition of Europe's leading research organizations. The next event in this now famous series of European educational events will take place in 2005. It will then no longer be physics on stage, but rather science on stage. The emphasis will be even more on interaction between active scientists and teachers, and on the interplay between different fields of science and how they can best be taught together in Europe's schools. Physics is life, science is even more so.